Okay. So I am trying to get my live video to work. So if you are on here, please just say hi. Camera issue. Wave. Okay. All right. Hey, Paige. So can you hear me okay? Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Kelly. All right, good deal. Yeah, my computer is not working. Don't know why. Hopefully we have that fixed later on. But let me see if I can watch. Yes, I can watch. All right. Hey, Margie. All right. Bring them on camera. So I'm thinking that Facebook may have updated. Hey, Ruthie. Because now it is asking me if I want to bring people on camera with me. All right, so welcome. What time is it? Perfect. All right, so we will go ahead and get started. My name is Kelly Evans. I am with the Center for Individuals with Physical Challenges. I am the youth coordinator. Today we're going to do leisure education for anybody that wants to watch. Hey, Melita. Hey, Tracy. Yes, Paige, I definitely think there was an update too, and maybe my computer isn't updated, and that's why it wasn't working. All right, so today in the picture, if you saw it, we are going to do Blackout poetry. Okay, so all you're going to need is a marker or a pen, doesn't really matter, some kind of article from a newspaper, magazine, even from, the internet, a printed thing from the internet, just something that has words. Okay. It has been a while since I have done some Blackout poetry of my own, but basically it is taking an article and then making your own, putting your own twist on it. And so, anyway, here's a couple of examples that I printed. This top one says, I want to go back so I won't grow empty. So anyway, it can just kind of be whatever you want. And if you can tell, so they blacked out everything except for, I'm really sorry, I know this is not a great video. I don't know if you can see the words or not, but they blacked out everything except for the words that they wanted. And then even right here, the word won't wasn't, let's see, can you see it? Wasn't in there, so they just blacked out and they used the letters to create the word that they wanted. So anyway, you can do it however you want. For me, this was really hard because for me, poetry rhymes, and that's not the case with Blackout poetry and pretty much any other kind of poetry. Poetry is just an expression of yourself, your thoughts, your feelings, maybe events that you're going through. And so as a leisure education activity, it is just something that might give you an idea of things that you can do you know, while you are at home. I believe that the person that actually created Blackout Poetry or started it, he used it on his rides to and from work. I think he worked like in a big city and had train rides to and from work. And so after he had read his newspaper or magazine, he started kind of seeing different words in his articles that he was just kind of creating and collaborating together in his head, and he decided, I'm going to start marking this out, and he made his own kind of poetry. So I kind of like to think of it as like little hidden messages, and you can play it on whatever you want. Play it on, you know, hidden messages of hope, you know, positivity. So it doesn't matter what the article is. Maybe it wasn't interesting to you, and it's like, all right, I'm done reading this, so I'm going to see the good that I can find in it. So if you have an article, here's just a little short one. You just kind of start going through, and you can start with an idea. Maybe it is you want to find something about happiness or something about you know, kindness, and then you just kind of start looking through your article, and then you might start finding words that you like that really kind of stick out to you. I personally like to, they did this in this one, I like to circle them or underline them so that I know exactly which words I want for sure. And then I kind of start crossing everything out. For this one, this is more of like a Zentangle or doodle Blackout poetry. They didn't necessarily black out the words. What they did is they found the words that they wanted to use to create their poem, and then they created a picture with it. I have another example here that I've done. This says, let's see, focus on a better, I forget what it says. Focus on a better development, a win-win for all. All right, so I have no clue what the article was about, but those are the words that stuck out to me. And then I put a square around them for this development. I did right there. And then I did some Zentangle designs around it. Let's see. Thanks, Paige. All right. Let's see. I have a couple more examples. Let me make sure I'm not missing anything. Oh, this is one that I really like. It's one that I found. I didn't do this, but especially in this time, keep going. That's what we all need to be doing right now. Keep going in our, you know, fitness routines, anything that we can do here, you know, at home, and making sure that we are still going. I swear I have one more that was more designed, but, oh, here we go. Yeah, here's another one that I did a while back. And these are just old books that had been ripped out, and I just took some pages of them. No idea what book it was, but perfect little pages. This one says, "A parent reaching out, she smiled with joy." So whenever I did that one, I was probably thinking about my kids. All right, so why don't, if you have a book or magazine, why don't you try some? And, you know, we can come up with, you know, happiness or motivation, and maybe we can just kind of find something in some of those and see what we come up with. So I'm going to be reading through one of my articles, so it's going to be kind of dead right now for a little bit, and then we'll see what we have. And if anybody else is doing this, you know, feel free to share your poem, you know, either writing it out or snapping a picture of it and doing it at the end of the session. Let's see. Has anybody ever heard of Blackout poetry? I know Sally, she does some creative writing, so she might have done this before. All right. I'm glad that you learned something today, Paige. Let's see. Remy. Sorry. That's my dog. Remy, it's okay. She heard the somebody honk. Tribe. Okay, so I have picked out some words that kind of stuck out to me. And hey, Leslie. So I picked out some words. I just kind of underlined them. And actually I underlined some that I think that I'm probably not going to use as well. So right now I have the tribe built built beauty for the nation is what I ended up with. So I'm going to, there we go, sorry. So I'm going to now put a box around the words that I used. So again, I used the tribe built beauty for the nation. And actually, I think this, as I was kind of looking through it, it kind of seemed like it was a not fun article. It's more about like legal issues and lawsuits and courts and things that didn't really seem positive. So this is just another way. I don't read the news, but this is my way of making news happy. So again, I did the tribe built beauty for the nation. And if you want, you can just start crossing out all of the other words like they did in like this one. You know, they just crossed through the words. Or you can create designs like we did in this one, or where'd that other one go? I'm losing all my stuff. Here we go. Or in this one that kind of looks like a sunset. So it's up to you on how you want to design it. So I think for time's sake, I'm just going to mark out the words that I don't want. And sometimes your poems might be really long. Sometimes they might just be a few words. It's just kind of whatever speaks to you. Hey, Pam. You're right on time. We're talking about blackout poetry. And basically, you're just creating your own message. Your own message in somebody else's message. So you can take a newspaper article, a magazine article, something you find on online, old books, and then you are trying to find your own hidden message. And so this is the one that I found. So like I said, for time's sake, I just marked them all out rather than putting a lot of time into designing it. But my poem from this article says, "The tribe built beauty for the nation." The tribe built beauty for the nation. So that is mine. Again, you know, this is also just something, you know, the way that it's can be leisure is because, you know, hopefully it's something that does give you a little bit of a challenge because it's something that maybe you haven't done before. It allows you to express your creativity, and it might also just be something new for you to do. And it's easy, and it has very simple supplies. And it might also help you get in touch with some of those feelings that you might be having, just another way to express what's going on in your life at any time. Trying to think if there's anything else. I hope that you guys enjoyed Blackout Poetry. If you have any questions, feel free to post them, and I will try to answer to the best of my ability. I think that's it. Hope that you guys have a good one. I know this one was a little bit short, but so anyway, stay well, stay healthy, and stay centered. Bye-bye.